For the third straight week, the Argos had a player receive Special Teams Player of the Week honors. Austin Williams brought home the award for the second time after kicking 3 field goals Saturday, including the game winner from 44 yards out. He's 8 for 9 on this year's field goal attempts, including Saturday's clincher. That was his longest of the season. Well, last week was fun, but we're certainly out of the 24-hour window of enjoyment. So on to Mississippi College now, Coach. We welcome you back in. Mississippi College, what do they do that could give you guys some problems this weekend?
Well, you know, they're a team that's 0-5 right now, and I think everybody looks at that. But, you know, a couple things to keep in mind. It was 20-17 versus Delta State in the third quarter. They're getting better every game, we think. The Delta game, obviously, is a great in-state rival for them, so they play them extremely well. Stingy on defense, and then offensively, got enough athletes to run around to create some issues. You got to have your fits right, got to have your eyes right.
Yeah, it certainly seems like they've got some playmakers. Their running back seems to be a guy that can chew up some big yards.
Yeah, you know, he did a great job against FIT and the number of carries that they gave him. You know, we talked about freshman, player of the week. Their kickoff returner got it last week. He's averaging about 25, 30 yards a kickoff return. So, I mean, it's a team that is scary enough that we've got to be playing at a high level. We got to be at, where we need to be in order to, win the game.
You talked about the Delta State game. What have you seen on film in that game? What did they do that kind of gave Delta State problems? Because I'm guessing, you've got Delta State coming up again real soon. Not again, but you have them coming up soon. And they played them well. So there's probably a lot of things you can look at from that tape. But let's start with Mississippi College. What was it that gave Delta State fits? And Delta State may be one of the best teams in the conference.
Well, right now Delta State is the highest ranked team in the conference, and I mean they're playing at a very, they're playing very strong right now. Mississippi College really defensively played Delta well, and again Delta has one of the best running backs in the conference. They created movement up front. They created some confusion in the secondary, and really gave them fits throughout the course of the day. Again, it's a close game. Delta scores right before the half on a long play, or it's a completely different game.
Their receiver threw a touchdown pass. He was also their leading receiver in the game. So is that some trickery that they like to do? Or are they kind of a gimmicky offense, or is that just pulling out all the stops in a rivalry game?
Well, I think they pulled out a lot of the stops in the rivalry game. They did, whatever they could to, get as many points on the board as they possibly could. Their offense had struggled a little bit, but I think they're playing well. We've watched them the last couple weeks because we've had similar opponents. They played FIT. We were able to watch that game. And so I'm impressed with what I see, and I don't think their record reflects the type of team that they are.